We're live.
I wouldn't.
Live?
Yes, we're live.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Hi everyone. Hello the internet. Welcome.
Hello the internet.
Welcome.
This is the Port Frame Rate channel, and
Woo.
we do tabletop RPGs.
Do-do-do.
Professor X hosting cups.
We are. It'll stream delay or whatever.
I'm trying.
We're not hosting cups.
I shouldn't be hosting.
Hosting out of cups.
That's an internet reference from like 2007.
You're welcome.
Give or take. This is yet another part of the last episode. I think it'll be the last part, but we'll find out here today.
How long can we stall?
Alex, hold
tell
on,
me
let me
everyone's
think.
relatives' names.
Yeah, no.
How long can we delay reactions?
Let's just catch our viewers
Gosh,
up
dang it.
Pretty long.
real quick on where we left off last time. It's my understanding that currently Joe/Avery is in another room.
Javery.
He'll be with us. They'll be with us in a second.
They'll both be with us.
So
they are found.
we've got two factions right now that are going around doing stuff. What are the teams?
Team at the morgue
Uh-huh.
and team at the studio.
Okay.
At the morgue is
Avery, Owen,
Rosalind.
Rosalind.
and,
Owen, Rosalind, and Tom.
Alice and Tom.
Blah, 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 blah.
Excuse me.
And then the other team is at.
Hail May.
Hello, Joe.
Joe.
Hello, May.
Hi, LMA.
Hi.
Allison looks tired.
That's fair.
I'm 100% sure
I'm
she's
100%.
being tired.
The team that didn't go to the morgue did what?
We went to the studio.
Poured water on stuff.
And, CC
Started a fight.
Oh, right.
and Otto poured water all over everything.
In an attempt to ruin their electronic equipment.
Right.
Yeah, so that they
So
can't
the song
release
can't go
the,
live.
yeah.
An extra mean type of thing to do, but okay.
Which the guy mastering it
So
seemed
rude.
to say that it had been completely ruined and unsalvageable. So mission success, except
Woo!
he can also cut things
With
Which
his
is
finger.
bad.
with his finger, which didn't look sharp, or wasn't explained to us to be sharp, so I'm assuming.
Nope, he
It's
was just
magic.
like,
Oh, homeboy silered that cord up, right?
oh. Hey, internet, do you
Yikes.
remember Heroes?
Just the good parts.
The first season of Heroes?
First,
If so, congrats on your
Save that
selective
to-
amnesia.
it's good.
Season 2 was okay for like the first 5
It
episodes.
was okay in
Yeah,
theory.
like the first half of season 2 was also pretty good.
Right.
And then
And then
instead
they-
of being like, let's tell this story, they were like, let's see how much money we can make and how many episodes we can make.
And they did that.
That's how American
Well-
TV goes.
We all play a dangerous game.
So yeah, speaking of keeping episodes down to a minimum, we'll go ahead and we'll pick up at the studio.
Nice.
I see that Joe is back now, and he's probably capable of speech and things, but we'll get to him in a second.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's
Good
up,
work.
Joe?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
Okay, so at the studio, as near as I can remember, the one guy threw the mouse at you angrily, bitterly, and Corinne had attempted to reach out to Emma, who is the tall woman with the two bald friends who are
Yeah,
not as tall
and,
as she is.
Emma hadn't really said anything yet, except
Right.
I've known.
I don't think
Oh,
I've
she
never
said
really
something
sat
like,
down
"This is my job."
Yeah. It's a living.
Why don't you go ahead and
They pay the
retroactively
bills.
make a convince roll? Because I don't know that you did before.
I don't think I did. I'm gonna be so convincing.
I hope. Emma seems cool.
Do I need tags for convincing, right?
You're friendly.
I could use tags.
Can you-
I could exude benevolence at her.
Do it.
Ha ha!
Yeah, you can.
I'm good at that
What else is
thing.
on your list?
I can see ghosts at her.
If she doesn't, decide to be on her team, you can tell her about the ghosts.
It's true, yeah.
I don't
Okay.
think you're gonna suck her out. She's pretty
Well,
big.
exude love and care. I could exude love at her.
Okay.
So I'm totally gonna do that.
Does Krav Maga make her more likely to?
Unlikely.
Probably not. I'm patient and compassionate.
Oh.
Okay.
I have a sense of belonging.
I don't know that one is helpful
Grateful
unless
for
you're
your
making
life.
a pitch
Okay,
that she's
I'll
going to
take-
be your
I've-
friend.
I've got 2.
You can feel small
I've got
injuries.
2. Does she have any small injuries? I
She
can
does
heal
not
her?
have any small injuries that you can see.
Be on our team.
I'm going to
Paper
exude
cuts
love and
gone.
care at her, and I am patient and compassionate. So I've got 2 power tags with which to convince our tall friend.
Okay.
Thank you for the dice.
Of course. That's 9, 10, 11.
11. Okay.
Nice.
Your roll has been so noted. I believe, strictly speaking, right before we cut to the end of the episode, right before credits rolled, the bald fellas were making a rush at you. And you were in the front, right?
I have specifically the 2 bald guys run and jump at Corinne.
At Corinne. Yes, good. Exactly where we want to be. Okay.
Sorry. I
I'm
love
not
you.
exuding love and care at them.
Why don't you go ahead
They're
and
bold.
make a face danger roll as long as we're bothering you.
Okay.
Feel free to use Krav Maga.
I'm
That's
going to use Krav Maga
applicable.
and make them attack me because
Okay.
that's my
You're trying to draw
my
them into
strength.
you.
Defensive Krav Maga is my thing.
I think they're already doing
And
that.
I have great reflexes.
She's making them do it.
Yeah. hmm
Ah,
They think it's their
They
choice,
think it's
but
their
hers.
idea. Actually, I do remember that last episode when Alex was like, "Are you guys gonna do anything?" And I was like, "It'll be better for me if I wait for them to do a thing."
You can use the tag.
Oh.
I'm not going to
Corinne
stop
prepares
you.
for
So,
counter
great
attack.
reflexes, Krav Maga, and make them attack me. I have
Go
3
for it.
tags to go for here. Woo!
What are you doing? Going toe to toe? What's happening?
Face danger.
Facing
So that's
danger.
a 7 plus 3 is 10.
Okay, so in your mind's eye or whatever,
Yeah.
if you were defending completely against a guy leaping at you to tackle you, how would you do that?
Leaping at me to tackle me.
Yes.
Merciful.
I think I would probably step aside and use his forward momentum to, like, put him down on the ground forcefully.
Okay.
And gain control of him in that way.
Okay, so we'll say that you judo throw him, or
Nice.
whatever the equivalent
Aha.
is. And
Throw.
he has been set on his back. Not that he's hurt, just that he's on his back.
He is in a disadvantaged position.
Right. Our other players here, that would include, Cece, Otto, and Patrick. What is the game plan for you guys?
Alright, he just jumped at Corinne, so we're like officially in a fight right now, right?
Sure.
Cool beans. Okay.
Woo!
Nailed it.
Off I go to roll some dice.
What you gonna do?
I like to hit them with all I've got.
Okay. What tags are you using?
I am using water. Sorry, I was rolling the die.
You're fine.
I am using waterbending, and that's about it. I got a 10 plus 1 is 11.
All right.
Nice.
So that's a 10 plus. You would pick 2 from the table. The table involves. You can get good positioning, status plus 1 tier that you would inflict on them. You can control the collateral damage. You can gain the upper hand, or you can take their attention. But I don't think that last one. I don't think that you could take their attention because they're focused on Corinne.
They have your whoa.
Yeah, Corinne's got their attention. I picked 2?
Uh-huh.
Rad. I would like to gain the upper hand and let's give them a status, one of it.
Yes.
Okay, I want to give them a status of knocked. Like,
Okay.
whoa.
Okay. So
Just like uneasy on their feet.
in terms of camera work, what are we seeing?
In terms of camera work, you're just seeing she's kind of done with all of their shit at this point. Cece doesn't like it's really funny. I've been thinking about this character for a while and she doesn't really well up and show a ton of emotion all the time. She's usually just one to kind of sit back or let other people kind of talk, or just be really happy and bubbly all the time. And she's about done. So what you're
Okay.
going to see is just a rush of water, and that status of knocked that I'm wanting is just a force. Like I want
So
them
you're
to get
flinging.
physically knocked backward. Yeah,
Okay.
I want them to get physically knocked backward.
Okay. So you fling back the two bald fellas, which of course doesn't account for Emma or for the other guy,
Mm-hmm.
the knife hands or whatever. So I guess.
Allyson said something.
Oh, if you're talking, I can't hear you, Patch.
Cool. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I guess that's a new fun thing. One thing to remember is that the bald guys seem to like water or get more powerful with water.
Ooh.
So
Wait,
you
I
may
don't
have the
remember
opposite
that.
effect. He drank like 5 bottles of water and then was better.
Like, yeah, he
After the
healed
car crash.
himself with drinking lots of water or whatever.
That was in another episode?
Yep.
Mhm.
Ooh, okay. Cool.
Oh, did they heal themselves with the water? I just
sure
remember
drank a
they
lot
kind of
of
like.
He drank a lot
ballooned.
of water and then was like, oh, I feel better now.
Yeah, like. Yeah, I don't know if like he'll be like super powered if he like hulks out or you know it's just like he's at
Yikes.
max HP and then therefore isn't affected.
Sure. Can you go over who's in the room again? So it's Emma, old knife hands, apparently bald guy, and
Two
is
bald
that it?
guys.
Other bald guy.
Two bald guys.
Please fill him out.
And
for the
then
balloon.
you guys.
Blow him up.
Can I hear you?
Give him too much water.
I'm gonna stick with that just because, you know, she's in a really emotional state right now, and that's gonna be fucking weird if, you know.
That's fine. They do
that
still
happens,
get knocked
but it'll
back
be
by the force of
narratively
the water.
interesting.
Okay. Whatever their relationship with water is, if they're getting shoved by water, that's kinetic energy. So getting knocked back is just fine.
Well, I'm glad to know they didn't just go, ah.
No, that would be really cool.
Movie mouth.
So for Patrick and for Otto,
I think I would like to sneak around
okay.
and I'm sorry, is anyone in the doorway of the right now?
Would Corinne, were you in the studio or were you just outside?
Oh, I was probably just outside.
Okay, then I guess in the doorway, the closest person to the inside of the doorway would be the old knife hands or whatever.
Oh, that close?
Yeah, you guys shoved the
Okay.
door open and then made with the waterworks.
Yeah. Man. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna have to sneak around and like on the wall next to the door, so the doorway is here. I'm gonna hide like on our wall section here.
Okay. With the intention of doing what?
So I don't know if I can ready an action in City of Mist, but the intention is to grab the knife guy because I'm assuming he's the smallest between Emma and the bald guys.
Yes.
And then
you're
just sort of lift him up when he appears.
Why don't you make a change the game roll, but use tags as though you were sneaking around, since that's what you're trying to leverage here. So that you still get the benefit of your mobility tags.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that I have great tags for this. I'm going to try hidden vantage point
You are using that specifically.
and never be caught off guard
Okay. Good for a surprise
because I'm
action.
trying to yeah. Oh. That is a 10 plus 2.
Nice. 12.
Woo, good rolls.
Yeah.
So for a change the game, yeah, so you'd be getting 2 benefit here. Why don't we say that one of them is that the moment that he makes himself available. Are you trying to grab him? Were you saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I want to, grab him and start hovering up.
Okay, why don't we put that into like we'll give him a status of full Nelson.
Okay.
Says hands are. Do it. Yeah.
Is that a status of full Nelson 2?
3.
Nice.
Yeah. He'll be reasonably incapacitated once you guys get the jump on him, and then
At like 5, does a full Nelson become a sleeper hold?
yes, and then at 6 you accidentally wrung his neck.
It's a 1.5 Nelson.
Ooh, we got some artifacting going on for the Team LA.
Neat.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I think we should still be able to hear you. What's your play, Patrick?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of Patrick's power tags is light trickery / illusions.
Okay.
So I want to make myself look like the Hulk. Like I just like Bruce Banner turned into the Hulk.
Specifically the
Rad.
Hulk. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, specifically the Hulk.
Nice. That's rad.
Go for it.
So, yeah, and I think is that changed the it's convinced someone, I think, because
If you want them to think you're the Hulk, then I would say probably convince.
Okay, we're gonna convince them with one power tag. Oops, hold on, that was a really good roll, but they all fell on paper.
Aw.
8
8. Hey, that's
plus
a good number.
no 7 plus 1, so 8 total.
Still good. Nothing to be ashamed of. So that I think they have to give in, but still protect their own agenda.
You succeed, but with complications.
Right. So, okay. So you make your Hulk. Are you like transforming into the Hulk, or is it just like a snap instantaneous transformation?
Yeah, no, like it does the whole transition sequence like Bruce Banner, where it looks like the clothes are ripping and.
Okay, so you're hulking out.
Yeah, so I think I have literally changed into the Hulk.
Okay. So you get your green skin going, your clothes rip, you're all tall and big, at least from their perspective. And I guess at that exact second, the guy who had thrown the mouse earlier wanders through the... he starts to move through the door frame, but falters when he sees how big you are suddenly. And at that moment, Otto swoops in and gets him in the full Nelson. His hands are out at the side, so he's not able to touch anybody, just in case that was a thing you might have been concerned about. So that leaves the bald guys who are pressed up against the wall and Emma. And you were saying to Emma that she didn't have to do this, that there are other options for paying the bills, right?
Yeah, we can help her find a better job, but where she can be respected and treated like a person and do something that is worthwhile with her life.
Okay. Emma shrugs and says, I mean, I guess the pay could be better.
It sure could. Do you get benefits from them, Emma? Do you get health insurance or anything?
I don't know. And if I don't know, that probably means no, right?
Oh, yeah.
At that moment, Emma steps up, and her hands are, of course, huge. She pins the two bald guys to the floor. Mm-hmm. Says, okay, so she's gonna scoot one over with her one hand, and then she's got the both of them, and then she holds her other hand out to Otto, and says, "Do you want me to hold on to him for you for a minute?"
Sure. Yeah. You look well equipped for that.
So she grabs the other guy, slips him out of the full Nelson hold that you've got him in, but is holding him roughly around his neck and his arms, giving him the impression that he probably shouldn't struggle. And she says, "Did you have a?" She's got the two of them down with one hand. She's got the other guy holding him in a threatening position. She says, "Would you mind slipping like a business card or something into my pocket.
100%.
And I'll get back to you.
I have a business card. I'm going to give it to Emma. Emma is 100% going to be like my new full-time bouncer at Electric Boogaloo until we can find her something better.
All right. So you guys have the situation secured. She says she'll give you guys a 15-minute head start before she leaves or anything.
Emma's my new favorite. Nice.
I do want to ask, does Patrick's image, light changing thing, can he affect only certain people, or is that what we see too?
I think everybody sees it.
Rad.
Yeah, it's not a mind control thing. It's like more light bending.
He's changing light around him.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny. It was either that or we were just gonna watch him going.
For a really
Like
long
skinny
time.
little guy.
Nice.
Okay.
Let's get out
That's
of
cool.
here.
So you're gonna skedaddle?
Is there any other thing we need to do here,
Um,
friends?
We never found who we were looking for.
right, yeah, we never found Celestine.
Oh, yeah, we did
I
find
mean,
Celestine.
Yeah, we didn't.
Alright.
would Emma be willing to, if we ask,
We could ask
hey Emma,
her.
Yeah?
we are looking for a insert Celestine's description here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she was here earlier, but she left with the boss man, Suzuki.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
I think if you, it might have gotten washed away with the water, but they left a couple of cell phones. Her and some other guy left their cell phones here before they left with Suzuki.
Good, we've got a woman with us who really likes those.
Yeah, I was gonna say add them to the collection. But Avery's not with us, but we could get him for her.
Sure.
She'd appreciate it.
Are you guys gonna collect the broken cell phones? You're welcome to.
We'll grab them and put them in rice back home, see if we can get them working again.
Shoot points. If you guys want them, feel free to take them. All right.
Yep, we're taking them.
Cool.
And then
Whose
you guys
phones
would
are-
leave.
What?
What's up?
What? Whose cell phones are they?
You've got Celestine's and some guy who was here earlier.
Okay.
That's fine. Okay. So. Alright. Thanks, Emma. See you later.
She nods. So as you guys are leaving, Otto, your phone rings.
Okay.
If you look down, if you were to glance down and check, the caller ID would say Tom.
Cool.
Neat.
Are you going to pick up, or are you just going to let it go to voicemail?
Which is this? Is this my burner or is this my real? Which number does Tom have?
That's a fair question. What would
That's a
Otto
question
given
for
him?
Patrick. He at least has your personal cell. I don't know if he's got your burner. I don't know if Patrick would have allowed Tom to know, but that's Allison's
Right.
call.
I think
Yeah,
he called
no.
me last time on my personal cell, right?
I believe so. So it'll be your personal cell.
Man. Time is of the essence, but I'll just say, hey guys, we may be getting a clue bomb, and I'll answer and put it on speaker, but I'm not going to say anything.
Say the first part before you said you were putting it on speaker.
Oh, I just want to gather, excuse me, Cece and Corinne and Patrick and say, hey, we might have. I'll show them Tom.
The weirdest thing is happening every time you start talking about what your plans are.
Oh
the
no,
audio
am I
cuts
cutting
out?
out?
Yeah.
On our
Are you
No.
always cutting out in the same part of your sentence?
At the same point, I'm
Yeah.
not allowed to use those words. obviously.
That's what I believe.
FBI agent.
Been eaten by the void fish.
Let's just huddle up, guys. Maybe this is important information about the bombing.
Oh, okay.
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 And then speakerphone, but I'm not going to say anything.
Okay. So there's a pause while the voice on the other line waits for a hello. It says, "Hello, Otto. Are you there? It's me. It's Tom. Kind of a crazy thing happened just a little bit ago. I don't know if you all know. House was on fire. Whole thing seems in ruins. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I think I must have gotten caught up in the blast, and I found myself in a garbage can across the street. All I got on me is my clothes and a cell phone. But anyway, are you there? Can I hear you breathing, or no?" Well, anyway.
Hi, Tom.
Say again?
I'll say hi, Tom.
Well,
I mean,
hello.
it's him, right? Or someone else very Irish.
Yeah, it does sound to be him. Yeah, like I was saying, a big explosion. I was gonna have tacos, and it gets kind of hazy. Woke up in a trash can, lost all my stuff except for what I had on me. So, anyway,
I saw him get put in a body bag.
I was wondering.
Right.
Yeah, and doesn't Avery have a cell phone?
Avery does.
Fake Tom. It's not real Tom.
I think Tom's just
Right,
lying to
Tom.
us for some reason.
No, he didn't have his cell phone or personal effects at the morgue.
At the morgue, at least.
Yes.
He didn't have clothes. I remember that. But
Sure, we got new clothes.
if I've got Tom here, I'm like, "Hi, Tom. Do you know who tried to kill you?"
Well, I mean, I've got a couple of sharp ideas. If I had to put money on it, I'd say it's probably Tio. But you remember sort of slick fellow what you met at the Rare Fiddler a couple weeks back, maybe.
I remember.
All
him.
right.
I think someone made a pass at him, which is that's fair. Not my type, but
Yep.
And who was in your apartment?
well, I mean, me. As far as I know, there wasn't anyone else in my apartment. Do you want to meet up?
Thanks, Tom.
On speakerphone, anyone else could say one time too.
Sure. Hey, Tom, do you?
I'm going to say I vote no. But
Tom, do you have anybody else with you?
No, it was just me in the trash can. It'd be kind of weird if there was someone else in there.
That's fair. I don't know. I figured maybe Owen was still there.
Pardon?
No? Okay.
Not exactly sure what you're talking about.
Nothing. Never mind. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. The same old, same old.
Big Tom. Big Tom.
Do you think it produces a new Tom each time? Do you think he reproduces via budding each time he dies?
He doesn't remember.
Nope, but it could be any Irish guy. We have no idea.
I want to take a few steps away from this conversation and call. Who's at the morgue? Owen and Avery.
Owen and Avery.
I'm gonna call Avery because I don't think Owen.
She's got the
has
most cell phones.
his cell phone. Or whatever.
By law of averages, you're most likely to reach.
I'm gonna
Avery.
step out of earshot and call Avery.
Okay.
Not on Skype.
So,
Never Skype.
Okay.
He picked up. She picked up.
Oh.
hello?
Hey Avery, how's it going? It's Corinne, by the way.
Oh, god damn it.
Kurt, Office of Detective
Um,
Brody.
Oh, there
Hello?
it is. We're back.
Hi, yeah. Hold on, I have a baby that's waking up on my chest.
Oh, not
Oh, you're fine. Sorry.
Okay, very good.
I can't
Sorry, could
tell
you say
how
that
much
again?
of this is real life and how much is role playing.
Avery found a baby.
Doesn't happen until season 2, he said. Ha! Okay, sorry.
Can you hear?
Hey Avery, it's Corinne Brody. How's it going with you guys?
Pretty good. We had Tom wake up in the morgue. I may have controlled him into waking up, but that's not the point. Anyway, I think we're with him. We're with him now.
Are you? Is he talking on the phone currently?
He's not.
No.
Huh. Okay.
He's like
well,
kicking his legs, sitting on a.
Is that a problem?
Potentially, yeah. We may have a situation here. Because there's someone who would seem to be Tom, talking on the phone with Otto, calling from Tom's cell phone. So, thanks for the info, and I guess we'll let you know what happens there.
All right. I mean, do you want me to ask this Tom if he can like duplicate?
Ah, that'd be great.
We're
yeah.
learning new things about him daily.
That's fair. I'm glad he's alive. That's cool.
I mean, yeah.
He's alive, right?
Yeah.
He's not like a zombie or whatever.
No, not a zombie. More like a cat. I'll tell you later.
Okay, cool. That's cool. Yeah, if you could ask him if he has any ideas, that'd be great.
We'll
Sure.
pass over to the morgue for a second. Are you going to stay on the line, or are you just going to like text her back?
I mean, I'd stay on the line. I think that makes easiest.
That makes sense.
Okay. Sorry. So hi Tom.
Yes.
You like duplicate yourself or something? Is there a possibility that there are two of you roaming this earth?
I would hope not.
Okay.
No, I don't duplicate.
Know of anybody that can, morph to be a different person? Because there is another you currently talking to Otto. So either you're fake or they're fake.
Oh.
And you're here with me, so you better hope the other one's fake.
Yeah. I guess for my sake, I hope that and just tell me what I can do for you, and I'll be glad to.
Well, the power that you have heard about.
Say again?
Is this a power that you have heard about?
No, not that I've heard of. Not mine, no one that I know.
Okay. And this person seemed to be buddy-buddy with Otto, which sounds like something that you would do.
That's my shtick,
So,
yeah.
is there any way you can prove to me that you are the real?
Okay. You remember we were at Boba Fett a few weeks ago, and you guys captured me, and you put the whammy on me, and I was sitting there, and I was handcuffed. You remember I was handcuffed, and I was telling you I needed to go to the bathroom, so I was gonna like dislocate my thumb and slip the handcuff, and then jimmy out through the window, and I didn't.
Sure.
That was me. I did that, or didn't do that, as the case may or may not have been.
Okay.
Tenses are hard.
Okay. I'm gonna... Okay. I don't know, Corinne, what do you think? Should I start making him, like, poke his eyes out or something, or do you think we have the fake Tom on the line?
If I have any say in it, can I not?
Your Tom was at the morgue, right? Our Tom.
Yeah, actually, we were with him the whole time, so it's more than likely that yours is a fake Tom. This is just really fun to mess with him, though.
Sure.
Yeah, is there any way for us to... Can we use the fact that we have the real Tom to our advantage?
That's a good question. We currently have the advantage in that we know that this person who we're talking to is not the real Tom, and they don't know that we know that. They do want to meet up, so I'm currently not very inclined to do that until we're better prepared. But
That's fair. Maybe have them like set a meeting location for however long you think it'll take to prepare. We can regroup, head up from there.
sure, good plan.
And then we can have a Tom on Tom battle. That'd be great.
Yeah, Battle of the Toms. I like it. Okay, don't make Tom do anything that would permanently injure him, and I'll let you guys know what happens.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, thanks, Avery.
Bye.
Okay, so you guys hang up, but as I understand it, you guys still have the other person on the phone with Otto?
With other Tom? Hi, other Tom.
Hello. What do you mean other Tom?
Did you say
What do you mean, other Tom?
He says, hey, look, I don't know what you guys have going on or what, but I tell you what, I'm still a little shook up. I'm gonna try and go get something to calm me nerves. I'll go to, do you remember that boba tea place where we went to a few weeks ago, and you guys had me in handcuffs? I figure I'd probably do a little bit better to order something now that my hands are freer than they were. So I'll go there. I'll sit near the front entrance. You won't be able to miss me, and I'll be very far away from that window where I tried to where I threatened to climb out before.
Yeah, sure. We're finishing up a thing.
Okay,
sure.
well you take your time.
Bubble tea.
If you need me, you got my number. So.
Bye, Tom.
Alright, I'm gonna just say that Corinne relays the conversation with Avery to Patrick and Otto and Cece. So I have to go through that whole thing again.
The information has been so relayed.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I also assume that we're going to continue sort of walking away from here.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Or driving, I guess.
Someone drove.
Right.
Can I drive?
You drove your police cruiser, and I think Patrick was in it. I can't confirm that. We'll figure out how how Patrick's car
You
gets
guys
where it
drove
needs to
here.
go. Yeah.
In some
It
manner,
just says Corinne, Cece, Patrick, Otto go to Mulberry Studio. We did not discuss how.
That's fine.
And then they leave.
Okay.
So,
You were
and
saying.
now we're leaving.
And then they leave.
So, is the morgue in a different building than the police station?
Is the who?
Is
The morgue?
a different building than the police
Technically,
station?
but
Yeah, they're
close.
attached. They're not attached, but they're. Yes,
It's the campus.
Okay.
that's the right word.
I feel like we ought to head back there and kind of regroup.
Cool. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah. That seems like a safe place to regroup.
The bathroom.
Yes. Like that one time, way back in episode 1.
That's right. Yep.
That's right. Good days.
I don't know.
All right.
Somebody with the back of the toilet.
Oh man, 2 Toms.
Oh, weird.
2 Toms.
I'm personally hoping it is a spore thing,
Right?
So,
where it's like any sufficiently large enough portion of Tom can become Tom.
Right? Like when Tom got blown into the wall in the explosion, his head burst open and just enough of his brain matter stuck to the wall that it regenerated a whole Tom later.
I'm reasonably sure that
Yeah.
Morgue Tom is at least real Tom, since I scanned him and he seemed to die, unless Alice did a, shuffle of the morgue drawers, but that seems unlikely.
It does seem unlike Alice. She seems very on the up.
Professional.
I think either both of these Toms are equally real,
Mm.
or Morgue Tom is real Tom. I hope there are really actually 2 Toms. That's what I want.
That would be the best.
Every
for you.
time a Tom dies, another Tom gets
Maddie, are
life.
you saying stuff?
Sorry, my roommate just got home.
Oh,
Hi,
okay.
Stephanie!
They say
Tell
hi.
her to come say
She says
hi!
hi.
Stephanie!
And she's gone.
Stephanie!
Yeah, okay. That's gonna have to do that.
So you guys
Maybe
are,
she'll come say hi in a minute.
excuse me, you said you guys are meeting back up at the morgue?
Oh, she's here.
Stephanie! Stephanie! Hi,
Have you been down there?
Hi!
Hi.
Hi, Stephanie!
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
For some reason I didn't know there were, so I didn't know I could.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, we're video calling. It's
Hey.
good.
Subscribe. Watch us on Twitch. We're funny.
Smash that
She
like
says
button.
subscribe. Oh,
Thanks,
wait.
Joe.
I would love to.
I would love to.
What is
but-
that thing that Dave streams on?
Mixer.
Rad.
Mixer. And there's a Gandalf 27 channel. My Snapchat's free.
You anything? Sam, anything?
I'm getting closer, but yeah, I
I
guess.
thought it was like literally.
Is everyone still going to the bathroom?
I think Jeff ran away for a
Or more
second, but we'll
people.
attend to him in a second.
Oh
Jeff
no,
went to get a
Jeff.
second beer.
Not specifically, they're just trying to figure out where you went. So yeah. You guys meet up at the morgue without incident, if that's what you were trying to do.
Cool.
Yes.
Good stuff.
And
That
you-
is, I believe, what we were trying to do. Yeah.
You relayed your...
Tom if he knows anything about what Theo can do.
You're trying to ask the morgue Tom for what?
What Theo can do?
What?
If Theo is similarly gifted.
What Theo's power is. Makes sense. Good question.
So what Jeff/Owen is trying to ask from the other room is if Tom has any idea what Theo can do. Tom would reply then and tell you he'll make like he's got something in his eye, and then he's got sort of difficult time A, lifting his head, B, opening his eyelid. But after that, whatever he looks at is like a sort of pestilence type decay thing.
Gross.
Like really gnarly pink eye.
He's got the evil eye.
Yeah, give her. Well, yeah, that's a good word for it.
Creepy.
Yeah.
The stink eye.
Ha. Horrifying.
But it's
good to
telegraphed.
know.
It's telegraphed. He's smarter than he is capable. Don't make eye contact with him.
Sure.
Yeah.
Seems nice.
So, why were you asking? What was the other Tom like? I heard there was another Tom.
He used the same anecdote. I don't know this.
Oh yeah, he
Jeff knows.
sounded a lot like you, but said that he ended up in a trash can, got like thrown across the street and landed in a trash can after the explosion, rather than hitting his head and dying of blunt force trauma.
Yeah, don't.
Um.
Yeah, that sounds different.
Right? Yeah, not the same thing. And he said he's gonna meet us at Boba Fett.
Oh.
Across the restaurant from that window that he tried to crawl out of when we were there a couple of weeks
Yep.
ago.
Yep. I remember that.
Which is
Just talking about that with Avery. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
uh-huh.
So,
That's a little.
so you know that whole thing that you're talking about?
The,
We're gonna need more proof.
Yeah, he did too.
more proof.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't kill Tom, Avery.
So okay. I think I'm gonna. I want to basically cast Zone of.
Yeah.
Oh!
I think it's.
Mhm.
I think this is convinced.
Okay.
Ooh, which I have dynamite on if I get it. I'm already in the room with him, so I'm not gonna try to. But
Not gonna try to what?
I'm not gonna. So I added a new power tag
Mhm.
to my Rusaka stuff.
Right.
So that is mistaken for beauty. So I can basically have a different face
Okay.
of like the idealized version of a person.
Oh.
But since I'm already in the room, I think that would just freak him out.
Right, if
Yeah.
you just changed faces.
Yeah.
Is there a John
Yeah, so I'll
movie?
go ahead and use
John Travolta
just
movie?
charm men, and we'll be
Places.
tell them like you will tell us the truth, otherwise
Oh,
How many power takes did you? Oh no!
Yeah. That's a 5.
Oh no.
Okay.
Avery whammies Tom unsuccessfully.
Lots of whammies.
Unwhammied.
Okay. So you cast your spell or whatever. Unfortunately, you're not quite able to control the full magnitude or scope, really, of your power. And if you are male and within earshot, I'll let you know when you can lie again.
Good.
So
Okay.
that includes Tom, and he
Nice.
tells you, I was telling you the truth already. I guess you don't take Scout's honor. But fine, go
Well-
for it. Shoot.
No, like, are you the real Tom?
To the best of my knowledge, I'm the real Tom.
Okay, that checks out. That's all I wanted.
Oh, good.
Fake Tom. I still think it's a fake Tom.
You think this
Wait,
one's
you
the
still
best?
think
You're Tom?
I'm not there, so.
you're there?
Patrick.
Already met up.
I
Oh,
just got there.
Everybody.
Do you wanna fight him?
I don't want to fight him, but I don't.
So,
Well, this is the Tom.
Oh,
This is more
Not-
Tom. Yeah, not for. Okay. So if you had to fight yourself, you're the greatest.
You're getting choppy.
greatest
Say again.
weakness. What's your greatest weakness, Tom?
What's my greatest weakness?
Tacos.
I'm not really combat oriented. I'd rather not fight. So, I'm quick to call uncle.
Okay.
Any idea what this other person might want? Pretending to be you, trying to get us to meet up at Boba Fett?
I mean, there's not too many people that know me, I think, well enough to pull off a convincing me routine. It wouldn't be Tio. It wouldn't be any of his nearby.
I was gonna say, do you think it's not the bomber since they? I guess okay. If they are trying to impersonate Tom, they at least know that that part of the party didn't leave with Tom in the ambulance.
Right.
That'd be very hard.
Anyone who's just trying to impersonate Tom knows an awful lot about Tom, even like
Right.
stuff that people who were close friends of his might not know. He knew to call Otto.
Right.
He knew about the thing at Boba Fett 2 weeks ago. He knew about the tacos. He, knew about the explosion. He's doing a really convincing Tom impression. It's like that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And given that
The thing that's kicking, the thing that I can't get out of my mind, is that he wants to meet in a public place. He wasn't just like asking to meet somewhere.
It's true.
Like it sounds like less of a trap,
We've had
unless
bad
it's
luck
the
with bombs
director and
lately,
he's
though.
wanting an audience.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Director.
Maybe not a trap, but that also affords protection to fake Tom, because he's assuming that we're not just gonna start beating him up.
Yeah.
Or that it just control where we are rather than where we need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Hey-
may be distracting us from something else. You're right.
Hey, Patrick,
Yeah.
can you make people who aren't you look different?
Yeah.
Could be
Yeah.
a
First
lot.
episode. Barely.
You're very clippy on this side. I don't know if it's true for everybody else.
The answer is yes.
Answer is yes. She's done it in the past.
Okay. I mean, we could potentially all be Tom to meet Tom.
Oh my gosh, it's that Assassin's Creed multiplayer.
I was like the other side of it. I was like, oh man, we should make Tom look like Paul and take him with us to Boba Fett. No, we can all be Tom.
That's right.
I'd never in a million
So
years
good.
expected anything like this. You guys are
Good,
great.
we gotta.
We can slow roll it too, right? Like Tom 1,
Yeah.
Tom 3.
One Tom at a time entering.
One
Boba
Tom
Fett.
goes into the bathroom, the next one comes in through the front entrance.
Why not?
Oh, I'm so down.
That may
Patrick,
give us a
maintain
bit of an
illusion?
upper hand.
Can Patrick maintain an illusion like that on multiple people at the same time over a reasonably extended period of time?
Also, what's his throwing distance? I would assume that Patrick would want to be invisible while the other people are impersonating Toms.
What's
That's fine, because then we could have Tom, Otto, Corinne, Cece, all as Tom, and then Patrick, and then so it looks like just the 4 people when we're really 7.
Just the 4 Toms.
Yes.
It's a band, right?
Yeah, the 4 Toms, or the 4 non-Toms.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Oh no.
We lost West
Lost
Coast. Part of
Lost
West Coast.
There goes our plan.
We lost West
There
Coast.
goes our plan.
I'm not gonna fix this. This looks like a damn site on the stream, but we're just gonna have to live with it. Oh, they're coming back. Okay, thank God.
Oh man, it does look amazing. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's really good.
Oh. I like the middle screen that's all of us.
I like Alex's chin cam. No, that's my chin cam. Weird. Never mind, it's gone. It
Oh.
had
There we
a
go.
4-way split where we were, and then this one was my chin, and then that one was like...
It was like half of mine and like the other half of Maddie's.
Right?
Weird.
That's pretty
It's
cool.
pretty interesting.
You guys
Sorry.
briefly dropped off.
You're fine.
Yeah, the entire app crashed.
Oh no.
Maybe that's why you guys were so choppy earlier.
Maybe.
Here's open.
You're better
What were
now?
we saying?
What are we talking about?
We were discussing how much...
Oh yeah, we should all be Tom for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously,
we're
that's the
discussing
best
how many
plan.
people could be Tom at once, whether or not Patrick would also want to be a Tom, and what Patrick's throwing distance would be. How many Toms...
Patrick's.
Yeah, how
What?
many people can Patrick sustain illusions over at one time?
How many people can Patrick Tom?
My weakness is that my power is proportional to the light source.
Oh my god,
So if
we
we're
just need
really well
flashlights.
I feel like that's a brightly lit place.
It's a well-lit area.
Yeah, if it's daytime, then yeah.
Boom. The power of the sun.
Pretty
Is
much.
it daytime or is it? when
It is, shit, we're getting towards dawn, aren't we?
Oh,
I guess, first of all, Boba Fett's
Rad.
open 24 hours.
Of
nice.
course.
Good. I was worried.
Everybody
Yeah,
knows
that's
that
taken
Boba
care
Fett's.
of.
Phew.
288.
So we just
We
need to
can
wait
have
for the
breakfast
sun to
boba.
come up, and we can all go get breakfast boba.
We could bring... do you think Corinne could borrow a police searchlight?
Sure. That's not suspicious at all.
No. Well, I mean, you could probably approve it. It's probably worse paperwork, but I'm sure the rest of this is terrible paperwork, so what's one more thing?
That's fair, I'm sure, yeah. Definitely. That's gonna be my next, on my day off, I just
Do paperwork all day?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I'm just saying, like, for the Tom that we're meeting at Boba Fett, it's not suspicious at all if a police car pulls up with a really big spotlight and then a bunch of Toms walk in.
Right.
Ooh,
that
can we
would
make
be
him look like somebody else?
Make Tom look like somebody else, but the rest of us will be Tom.
Wait, which Tom?
Yeah. The Boba Fett Tom.
Can we make the
Evil
Boba
Tom.
Fett Tom look different to himself?
What?
What?
You won't know what he looks like.
Yeah, but well, we could go in and like. So if this is a Tom impersonator, so there's two theories: it's Tom impersonator or
Multiverse.
Nega Tom.
Oh my god.
Right.
Match Tom.
Mott.
Mott.
Dark Tom.
And
X-Mott.
Black and white Tom.
I don't know.
Mox.
Is there a way for us to try to trick him into thinking
It's clearly
like we
not
see
true.
through that?
No.
Okay.
Not
Alright.
unless Avery can convince him somehow.
I mean, Avery can play some games if we want to play some games.
That would
Let's
assume
start with
that
the first game.
Yeah, I like first game quite a lot.
evil
Love
Tom
you,
is
Tom.
male.
Sounded male on the phone.
Right. We don't know what. Okay, we know that they can sound like Tom.
Delilah.
We don't know what they look like.
Alex looks like he's gonna
Go
cry.
What says Tom?
It's gonna be Paul.
No, it can't be
It's gonna be
Paul.
Paul. He's been building all
Paul
season of this. Remember
cannot
that time we had
be
to
the
ask him
big
what
bad.
that guy's
No,
name
he can't
was, and he
bring
had to
Paul.
scramble for an idea?
I will have
It's
a
all a
mental
lie.
break. I will have a full shutdown if Paul is the big bad. You will see a meltdown on camera.
Evil Tom. Paul is evil Tom.
Nope.
What if it's a?
No, he's not.
What if it's a
Nope.
fourth season of Buffy situation, and half the time he's doing good work as Paul, and half the time he's
Season 5.
Season 5. Damn it! Never remember which one Mercy is.
Oh, Mercy, not Faith.
Right.
Is Faith
Glory.
season 4? Glory.
Glory. That's it.
Ben is glory.
That is
Right.
Glory.
Spoilers for season 5 of Buffy.
Came out in
No.
1998.
You had your chance. We got in-game spoilers in a thing today. It's fine. You can have spoilers for Buffy.
In-game spoilers without context is my favorite thing. Anyway,
So
okay.
what is the game plan?
I have
think
no
we
idea.
should
I think
all
we're all
be
being
Tom.
Toms.
I think maybe we could also have some like stakeout police backup just in case things get weird.
Okay.
Team Tom!
So,
All-
just
Yeah.
saying, we are all looking like Tom, but we're not sounding like
That
Tom.
was going to be
Yeah.
my next question.
we could all just do bad Tom impressions.
Apparently,
Sounds
how is he gonna
really good.
identify us by who's the worst at being Tom?
Should
Hey, Dan.
should Tom do a bad Tom impression?
Oh, it'd be good. Tom should
I would
pretend to
just
be
tell Tom
from
to
New
do
Zealand.
like a Sean Connery.
I
or
can't do that.
something.
That's right out.
I want Tom trying and failing to do a Sean Connery impression.
Has anyone seen The Dragon Prince on Netflix?
You've seen some of the
Those
Dragon
two.
Prince.
Seen-
Oh, the human impression, human Layla.
Human Rayla.
Yeah, you just need gloves.
Bugs, and she's like a Scottish
Uncanny.
accent normally. She's trying to not be Scottish.
And
She's
like,
like, I'm human Layla.
the only thing she does that's not Scottish is that she does all kinds of like American R's and like too many
Yeah.
vowels in things.
That's good.
It's so
That's
good.
very good.
It's good.
Hello,
so that's what we're
fellow
gonna do.
humans.
Hello, fellow humans.
I love doing human stuff.
Okay.
You know, like traveling to places and figuring out the best way to travel to a place to get there just a little bit faster.
So you
Anyways,
guys
y'all
are,
should watch The Dragon Prince.
You should
We're
watch
not
The
sponsored by the Dragon Prince
It's on Netflix.
yet.
But if you wanted to sponsor us, Netflix or the Dragon Prince or Rayla, hit us up.
Not Elf Rayla, human.
Oh my gosh, really
Not
be a
just
good
Rayla,
guest star.
human Rayla. Oh my god, she'd be such a good guest star.
What's our plan?
So you guys are all going there. Everyone's going to look like Tom.
We're gonna
Okay.
bring Paul.
Is anyone worried that we shouldn't have everyone be there or everyone be close?
No, there's power in numbers.
A little,
The
because
bomb.
right? Well, because there's, I think Owen's making a good point because there's 6 of us, right? So we have 7 people if we convince Tom.
Oh man.
So I mean,
Sounds
if
like a-
Patrick's invisible, that's a pretty 7%.
Sure, Invisible Patrick is good.
Nathan's video doesn't match up with his sound at all.
No. Oh, he's gone now.
It's okay, his video is gone.
Nathan is darkness.
You're back.
There he
Sometimes.
is.
Yeah, I muted myself on accident. Sorry. I'm writing my notes on the
You muted yourself to
mouse pad.
write your notes and blacked out your screen?
What?
It's a full
That's
body
fine.
mute.
All mute. Okay.
Anyway.
Team all Toms.
Yeah.
Who's going to be Tom?
All of us.
Everyone
Let's
will be
go.
Tom.
Let's go.
We're all gonna
Everyone
be
is
Toms.
going
We're
to
ending
go.
in style. We're
Yep.
gonna die. We're gonna
all
get
gonna
blown
die
up
together,
in Boba Fett. It's
And
the
I'm
way
gonna
to
come
go.
back as a zombie assassin.
We'll
next
be
season.
fine.
Nice. I know where you're going.
And I think we should all do our best Irish impression.
Okay, best Tom
You-
impression.
And
should-
Tom.
Wait, we should do our best Irish impression, or we shouldn't do our best Irish impression and should tell Tom to do the same?
We all should, and Tom should do like a really bad not Irish impression.
Okay.
Tell Tom to.
I
try
mean,
and
my
do an
best
American
and really
accent.
bad are gonna be one and the same.
That's what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
An average.
Let's go.
An average.
You want a bell curve
A
of...
bell curve of Irish accent. Of
Let's
Tom accent.
go.
Okay.
Okay, team all Toms. Okay, so we've got police backup.
Yep.
Patrick, is Patrick also being a Tom while maintaining everyone's Tom?
Yeah.
You're a badass. Okay, I'll bring a flashlight just for you.
Let's go.
Just in case, emergency flashlight. Okay. So you guys arrive.
Should we call him? Let him know that we're going to the Boba Fett.
He said he'd be waiting for
He's
us.
waiting there.
Oh, okay.
Just show up.
To Boba Fett, all Toms.
Team all Toms.
So you see him, when you get there, you've got your police backup. They're like a block away. Circling around. Is someone wearing a wire or no?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're wearing a
later
wire.
on in season 2, they can call up the like audio for this and make fun of everyone's bad at Scottish accent.
That's good.
Except for Tom.
Except for Tom, who's going to be Scottish.
Except for the people that die during this operation, because then it would be in poor taste.
They died doing what they loved.
Being
An Irish
Scottish.
accent.
Yeah.
Um,
What are we doing? Scottish or Irish? What's Tom?
Tom's
Irish.
Irish. Tom's gonna do a Scottish accent.
That'll throw them
Good.
off the scent. You do see a Tom. Oh, okay. So the Tom that you guys have is wearing a Hawaiian shirt
Yep.
Yeah.
And
is-
shorts.
and shorts. Is everyone else wearing that?
That's up to Patrick. I would think we could do like a variation.
Alright, we should all be wearing different stuff.
Different Hawaiian shirts.
Okay.
Like a
Or a
variety of...
bowling shirt.
Yeah.
We'll say for ease of understanding, you can easily identify which Tom, at least now, is which, based
Right.
on the fact that your Tom is wearing a Hawaiian shirt and shorts, and the other Tom is wearing blue jeans and a black t-shirt.
Black Hawaiian shirt. Evil Tom. Black shirt. blue jeans.
Now, I mean, for the sake of argument, our Tom could arguably be evil Tom as well.
Oh no, he's just misunderstood.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that.
Since Tom is Alex's
He's
self-insert.
our Tom.
He is our Tom, you're right.
He's not
I'm
evil.
100% with you.
He grew up on the wrong
But-
side of the tracks maybe once out of his 9 lives.
He grew up
It's rough out
on the
there.
wrong side of the tracks 900 years ago.
So-
Some people have really big chips on their shoulders.
Is everyone just going through the door at the same time, like a
I
flash
think
mob?
we should, no, I think, oh.
I like the
Are you
idea
gonna
of
trickle
going
in?
one at a
I like,
time.
yeah, I like,
Okay.
we'll amp it up and then
Ooh,
we'll,
we should trickle in for sure.
Yeah,
That
because then
would-
we'll make sure that we're not like overworking Patrick. We'll see when the steam starts to pour out of his ears.
Hey, Patrick, can we all be wearing different clothes?
Can we all have different Hawaiian shirts?
Sure.
Nice. You're so
Do whatever we
cool.
want.
Yeah, whatever you want. I want to be the Hulk.
But Tom. I want to be if Tom. was
Hulk
the
Tom!
Hulk Tom. If Tom had a
Just
Hulk shirt.
scream.
I want to be if the Hulk. If Tom was Red
Oh,
Hulk.
let's have Tom but with callback shirts.
We don't know what Tom has been wearing in any other episode.
No, like a construction site on one of his shirts and like an aquarium. We can have one.
I want to be
an
Tom
aquarium.
wearing a Boba Fett shirt.
That's good.
Who would be going through the door
Graphic
first,
tees.
since you're trickling in?
Probably not our Tom.
I would say either Avery
No, I have
or.
to- Go, but Joe's gonna play Patrick for me.
Okay.
Oh,
But I'll listen.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's your first at bat?
for going and confronting Tom,
Yeah.
Avery.
Is it Avery? I guess
Our Tom
Avery.
is terrified of her.
Right, Avery under the assumption that it's male.
It looks like male.
It looks like Tom.
It's male
Right.
presenting, yes.
But so are we all gonna look like Tom. So
That's true.
who knows? It
I would
doesn't
say
look very Tom
Avery or
impression.
Otto, because Otto knows Tom the best.
Yeah.
I'll second.
That's
I
Avery
really
or
want Otto Tom. I want Otto as Tom talking to Tom at some point, so I want that reasonably soon. But
I
Avery
want
can go
Nathan's
first. I think
bad
that's
Irish
fair.
accent.
Avery's got a gun and a bunch of cell phones. She seems loaded to bear.
So I've been trying to reason. Do you think my powers work while I am Tom?
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't
Probably.
see why not.
This whole time I've been operating under the assumption that it's your voice and not your physical face.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. Cool.
Or are you trying to give Tom the prettiest face?
Freak his shit right out. Why am I so pretty?
What is this?
Man, I'm handsome. Man, Tom is
Yeah,
handsome.
who does
I
see
mean,
himself?
So Avery's going in first.
Is that right? Do you want to go in first, Avery?
Sure.
Okay.
Leading the pack. Avery
So
first,
you
Tom.
open the door. Tom
your
is,
shirt look
as
like?
advertised, sitting towards the front door. The doorbell dings when you open up the door. And he looks at you and gives you a very confused look. And he says, well, are you the other one? Or wait, hold on. Did you guys mention that there was a second Tom?
No.
To him?
Not to Boba Fett, Tom.
Then he did not say that. Pardon me.
Okay.
He looks at you and he just sort of like gets kind of panicked, and he gets up out of his seat. And you see him eyeing the bathroom. He's like, "What do we have going on here?"
It seems we have a bit of a problem. How about you sit down?
Is this a convince roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
I'm gonna use. Did we decide he's not a simple mind, right?
He is not a simple mind.
Tom isn't.
Correct.
All right. I'm gonna use charm men and plant ideas and smarter, tougher than before.
Okay.
I really want this one to work. Oof.
It does. It works without fail.
That is a 9.
Okay.
Woo!
Ooh.
He is still a little bit suspicious. He feels himself lower into his chair, and that makes him uncomfortable. And he says, "Okay. Usually I think I would have sprinted out the door by now, but it seems that there are other forces at play here."
Right, because you're not me.
But clearly not. You're standing, and I'm sitting. What? Can you tell me what's going on?
What? Well, I'm just starting to argue with him that he's not me,
Okay.
or that he's not Tom.
He's confused.
Ah, okay.
Or at least he portrays confusion.
Right.
Somebody makes clones.
Oh god. Whew. Alright,
Yeah, whenever someone wants to come through the door next, just
I feel like it's
announce
time for another
yourself.
Tom.
Can the males lie?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Nice.
Wait. Can he lie?
You haven't told him that he can't. So yes?
Okay.
Should I tell him? Okay. Yeah, table talk. Should I tell him that he shouldn't lie? I feel like that's good, but it did backfire on me just before.
Don't know.
That's.
I think we should just keep going with the Toms
Alright,
walking in
let's-
further.
yeah,
Tom.
If
Who's
you
next
feel
Tom?
that
Further
role,
the
you put on a
matter.
liar situation and
Cece
nobody
will-
wants
It's true.
CC Tom?
If nobody else wants to, CC Tom's
for it.
gonna walk in and she's gonna say, "Well, ain't this a fine how do you do?"
Nailed it.
It's like he laughs. And he says... he
May I
says
down?
to he says to the Avery Tom, "Do I come off as a leprechaun to you? Is this is some sort of caricature?"
Somebody doesn't say favorite. So
Oh, God.
You
bad.
do present yourself in a certain way.
Oh, so I brought it on myself then. Okay. Blame the victim.
Sounds like Tom.
Okay, so what? There's two of yous, then, and me. So now we're up to 3. So what are we gonna go door to door and make the most confusing ding dong ditch we ever did see?
No, what do you want there? I'll get you a tea.
Hold on.
Oh god.
I'm pulling up my notes. Give me just a second.
You have to look at the menu.
From the Boba Fett menu?
Yeah.
Boba Fett
Good.
menu. Oh, God.
I mean, as long as you're offering, I was working on a Jedi lime trick, so if you wanted to pick up another one for me, that'd be great.
What was that?
A Jedi lime trick.
That's good.
Triados, then, and I'll be right back.
Yes, because the real Tom loves those. And I just like dead-eye stare.
I mean, it's my second one I've had today, so stands to reason. Can you just do me a favor, and whatever it is that you're starting to do here, can we do it in an awful hurry? Because this is weirding me right out.
I continue to stare, and then I think we should have another Tom come in.
Yeah,
It's
I'll,
definitely
So
time
too.
for
The door dings. They'll be letting anyone in here, won't they?
Sounds like a fucking pirate. This is getting worse. Yar, they be let.
You heard me.
Well, shiver me timbers, there's another Tom.
I give up. Wait, shoot me.
Oh, God.
Anyone else want to throw their Tom
Yeah,
into the
I'm
ring?
Throw the door open. Oh, God, I have to stop laughing, though. Oh.
You could come in crying.
Oh, God. Every time I think about what I'm going to say, I start laughing again. Oh, this is not a good deal.
You got this.
Okay, I'm going to throw the door open, and I'm wearing a Boba Fett t-shirt.
Good.
I'm going to say, Faith and Begora, what's all this then?
he reaches out across the table. He's sitting and can't stand up. He's reaching to Avery, Tom, and says, "Please, I'm begging you. Tell me what's going on. Don't tell me what's going on. I'll cooperate. This is just so weird."
We should have Autumn go.
yeah, I'll walk in. Tom's?
Hey, it is
Nice to
weird,
see
isn't
you all
it?
here. Top of the morning.
Oh, God.
That one barely registers a response.
Oh, God.
Good.
That's everyone except for
everyone
Patrick
except our
And
Tom.
regular Tom.
and regular Tom.
Except for
Isn't
Patrick
regular
and
Tom
You,
in?
Tom.
Real Tom.
Okay, he comes in and he says,
This is real Tom?
"Yep. Well, what's all this and shit? Yes, I'm with them." The Boba Fett Tom just like shrugs and says, "Sure, of course you are. Everyone's here together. It's a whole big Tom family party. It's like a family reunion, but more fucked up."
Well, there, black shirt Tom.
We could call me the real Tom if you're all fine with it.
The little arms are good.
Who knows which one is the real Tom?
I can bet you that you're not. I can prove it. Hold on. So that's what this game is, huh? You sir, you're trying to prove that I'm the real me, huh? Okay. So this puts us in kind of an awkward situation then, because obviously I know everything that Tom would know, but none of you should be able to confirm it because you're all fake Toms. So, I guess we're kind of stuck.
What if we weren't? What
All
if we
Toms?
weren't all fake Toms? What if we are all you?
And some of you's gotta get it like a Claritin or something, because I can chalk maybe a little bit of this up to a bad accent, and the rest of it's gotta be like a sinus infection.
How would we know? If we were you, and you weren't you, how would we know?
You want information only the real Tom would know?
Don't talk about the Boba Fett and the handcuff bullshit. We've been past that.
Bullshit. Okay. You remember the time that we met after you's apprehended, what's his face? Anthony Blake. And I was in the St. Thomas Aquinas school, I think, at that point.
Yep.
And I said, hey, would you mind lending me Anthony and see if we could put him on the right path? And you guys said no. That was me. I was there. Or the first time I showed up with a fruit basket for Otto.
Is our Tom getting like weirded the fuck out by this point?
He's trying to play it cool, but yeah.
I'm trying not to like look at him.
Be right back.
All right.
Good luck.
What's you guys' play?
That's a fair question. We didn't break him.
We didn't. All right,
Hey,
Tom.
Tom.
Go, Maddie.
Do it.
I'm saying hey, Tom, and I'm hoping that everybody looks
Everybody
over.
turns.
Everyone turns. No, the Boba Fett, Tom.
Wait, the one
Look,
wearing the Boba Fett
you.
shirt?
What day was it when you got those tacos?
But I was it wasn't Taco Tuesday. It was Thursday, Friday. Honestly, I kind of lost track of the day there. Was it Friday? I think. Yeah, it was Friday. Yep, that's the day. I'm sure of it.
Anyway.
All right, Tom. Riddle me this.
Uh-huh.
How would a thing such as this happen?
Well,
If there's more than one Tom, and maybe some of us are not really Tom, but if there's more than one Tom, honest and true, how does that happen?
well, I've got a sneaking suspicion, one that maybe Jens can help me confirm. There's only a handful of people what could compel me to continue to stay seated when I were under duress. And if I had to suspect one of them being here, that'd be Avery. And so if you're all traveling together, not that I'd be able to see through the glamour, but I imagine maybe... actually, I don't think I know who would be able to do that. I'm at a loss. I don't know. Why don't you all tell me? Wait, how does it come that there are so many of you here? Which is, of course, posed as an open question to those who are there, and unfortunately for the males involved, the truth would spring from you.
It was a liar situation. You could choose to stay silent.
That's how it happened to Tom at Boba Fett last time. Yeah. So, from a chorus of responses from the men there, Tom would piece together that Patrick used a glamour. Not that he knows which of you is which. And he says, well, I'm hurt. Why would I go to all the trouble of telling you where I was and put myself at a disadvantage as I so clearly have been if I weren't the real one?
You didn't exactly answer my question, Tom.
Well, okay, go for it. One more.
If there were really honest and true more than one of you, not us glamour copies, but more than one Tom, how would that be so?
honestly and truly, I don't know. I can tell you, and I'm not giving you. I'm giving you my word here, but without mystic forces being involved, I guess you can't take it much farther than that. I'm the real Tom. As to the best of my knowledge, I'm me. I'm the only one who's me.
Well, then we have kind of a situation here.
Mm-hmm.
Drop the Irish accent.
Okay. Are you dropping the Toms?
I'm not in control of that. But I am dropping my own personal bad Irish accent.
That's fair.
I think Patrick would probably drop her illusion.
You think who would?
Patrick would probably drop her illusion.
Okay.
Patrick would drop Corinne's
Oh,
illusion.
okay, just the one. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it was nice of you all to get all dolled up to see me, but you really didn't have to put on the face.
Seemed like the thing to do.
Yeah. I can hardly hold it against you.
So, you said
Uh-huh.
that you were blown across the street
Uh-huh.
and ended up in a trash can.
Certainly. That's where I woke up, was in the trash can. Last thing I remember was the explosion. The next thing I remember was waking up in a trash can.
This is me looking at our Tom.
Oh, okay. He shrugs. He's... Are you looking for him to respond?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I kind of want some like Tom on Tom dialogue, which I know is not like,
harder for me.
Yeah.
So Tom says to Tom, and this will be hard because we've got like shitty frame rate. He says, "Well, you all saw me. You said I was. I remember the tacos, and I remember going to my apartment. I remember there was an explosion. It gets kind of fuzzy right at that point, and then the next thing I remember, I woke up in the cold locker. Now, assuming that the cold locker wasn't already loaded, and it wasn't when I checked. Feel free to double check with Alice. I think I would have been the same guy in the body bag, and that fits in line with my skill set." And the other Tom says, "Oh, so you're the one. You're not the got it. There's one too many." And he's like, "Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to mislead you." And he said, "No. It's fair. It's fair. If you can't lie to yourself, who can you lie to?"
Oh, good. Can I call Alice?
Sure. Go ask Alice. I think she'll know.
Ask Alice.
Ah!
Go ask Alice.
Okay, I'm gonna
Call up Alice.
call Alice.
Alice picks up on the phone. This is the fact. What can I help you with?
Hi, Alice. It's Detective Brody.
Oh,
How's
okay.
it going?
I'm doing okay. Busy, obviously.
That's reasonable. I'm sorry about that.
Same.
So you remember that weird thing that happened at the morgue earlier?
Yeah, that guy got back up.
Yeah. How sure are you that guy that got back up is the same guy that you brought in a body bag, and the same guy that you put in the drawer, and the same guy that our EMTs collected from the explosion at that apartment building on Friday?
Actually, 100% sure that it's the same guy. I was with the body the entire time. Until he left with you guys. I can confirm for you, to the best of my knowledge, it is the same Tom and has been the whole time.
That's good, I guess. Further question. In theory, if we've got a second Tom who appears to have all the same memories as our Tom, but says that instead of waking up in a cold locker, he woke up in a trash can across the street, what do you think about that?
Did you ever see that episode of Star Trek where they had the two Spocks? Or no, it was in Kirk's. I didn't watch Star Trek.
No. Sorry.
Anyway, I think it was Spock's, and I think they decided that one of them was the clone, and the real Spock said that the only way to figure out which one of them was the real one was to kill them both. So
I don't
There's
feel
that.
like Tom would volunteer that. He's not that selfless. But I appreciate your assistance if you have any ideas about that,
Sure.
let me know.
Will do.
So, do you think should we like tell
So-
the Toms we're gonna kill him or something?
Two things.
Uh-huh.
One, if we tell both Toms we'll kill them, one will freak out more because one has 9 lives, so he'll be able to come back.
Right.
The
That's
other
probably
one
true.
won't, and then we'll have 1 Tom left. If we have 2 Toms again, then we have 2 Toms.
We could, in theory, just kill them both, and one of them would come back.
Right.
And Avery would be happy to help. Also, wow, I'm really making her to be a serial killer. I'm sorry. Also, something to consider is that the fake Tom. Sorry, this is tabletop. The fake Tom has had the cell phone, so it might be useful to ask what we believe to be real Tom if he had the cell phone when the bomb went off. The reason being is that he is still under zone of truth.
I see you.
So if he says that he had it, then we know that the fake Tom is real Tom. If he says that he didn't have it, then we know one way or another, and we know that somehow the phone has been planted.
Right.
It might give us some sort of information.
Yeah.
And if that
My-
doesn't work, just have them both call you and see what numbers.
Caller ID will fix this for us.
There you go.
That's
Well,
right.
when Boba Fett Tom called Otto, Tom popped up on the caller ID.
Right,
and
but
you have the other phone.
But Morg Tom didn't have a phone.
Morg Tom didn't.
Morg
have
Tom
it. He
didn't
was-
have a phone on him?
Correct.
No.
I thought you had one of Tom's phones.
No, I don't have his phone yet, but I
Just
think I'll
about
have it by the
everyone's
end of the
phone.
I think Owen's gonna grab Tom, fake Tom, black shirt Tom, his like arm,
Okay.
not like
Ooh.
roughly, but like just like
Commentary on people.
yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna try and do flashes of what was here before.
Hell yeah.
Does that change the game?
It's probably investigate.
Investigate?
But you could make an argument for either.
Okay.
What is your goal in doing this?
I would like to find
Could
out
also be a take a risk.
how I'm gonna try and like push myself, and we'll try and see how far back I can go.
Okay.
So
You're gonna try and
Do
what?
it as an investigate.
I want
roll.
to try and get to like when he blew up, ideally.
Okay.
Before the
Okay.
And before, yeah, and
Okay.
before that if we can.
Before
so,
the Big Bang.
Yeah, before the Big Bang. So that's 8, and then yeah, flashes of what was here before. Secrets taken to the grave would have been true if one of them died, but yeah, we'll just go. Yeah,
So you said that was 9? Okay. Go ahead and ask me 2 questions. And save your juiciest question for last.
okay. When did Black Shirt Tom get the phone?
Black Shirt Tom had the phone on him when he got out of the trash can. And it's assumed that he would have had it on him before he was in the trash can? The trash can.
Okay.
Go ahead, ask your second one.
Black Shirt Tom had phone in trash can. Okay. And then this isn't asking a question of Tom, but this is asking a question of what's happening. So, like, how if I trace back from where Tom is now
Mm-hmm.
to the time that he exploded
Mm-hmm.
or should have exploded,
Uh-huh.
what would I see at explosion point?
You actually stop, like you run out of tape on the rewind,
Scrub it
right-
until it stops.
right before, well, I guess after you're winding, so
Yeah.
you don't see the explosion.
Okay.
Mm.
So this one didn't blow up.
You don't see anything.
It's just nothing.
Yeah, as though it started in the trash can.
Okay.
How far away is that trash can from where we are now?
From where you are now,
I'm assuming it's at his
it's
apartment.
near Tom's place, so like walking distance.
Hmm.
Somebody's making replica
Yeah.
Toms.
In the trash can.
Someone in a trash
I
can.
think they're like-
Oscar the Grouch.
No, I think they're like Terminators, right? Like old
I
Tom
love
ran
this.
out of juice, so they had to send a Terminator down.
It could be. We could. How. Do you think he's got. What's the cross?
Bridget's cross?
Do you think he's got a Bridget's cross? Do you think
Think
he's
he's
a
a-
plant Tom?
Ooh.
He's an impossible Tom?
It's made out of beet protein.
Beet protein and soy extracts and stuff.
Well, we've dealt with doppelgangers before, so we think like it could just be that person.
That's true.
Oh crap! That's right.
Yeah, evil Maddie.
Ah.
She did.
Jeebus.
Doppelgung. Wait, I
Doppelgung.
Yep.
Big doppelganged.
think. Love you guys.
Ooh, buddy.
So I'm team doppelganger.
I kind of want to check out that trash can.
Okay.
I don't know what end. Or, yeah. I'm at this point just kind of trying to chase down any lead I can. Because I don't really feel like asking the Toms which one of them I should kill is going to be very effective. Although I could try it, I guess.
Do you want to?
Sure.
They both reacted, or how are you saying?
Hey Toms, did you ever see that episode of Star Trek?
And they both say, the one where was it Captain Kirk told him to kill them both?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't do that. In stereo.
Cool. That's pretty much what I thought would happen. What would happen if I killed you both?
We die.
And then what?
Well, I figure
Then
we'd
what happens?
come back.
Both
Which
of
one?
you?
Well, I don't know. I've never... What are you talking about both of us for? Do you think one of us stands a better chance of coming back?
Maybe, I don't know.
It's dark. Joe's down.
I've never dealt with cat people and their clones or whatever before.
I've got between 4 and 5 lives left. I'd rather not squander them, you know.
That's fair.
Is this our
That's
Tom?
reasonable, but
Is this our time?
They're
That's
alternating.
either Tom.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They were in stereo a second ago. It
Oh,
was
yuck.
good.
This is to Alex. Can
Yes.
Alice do a
Sure.
TV show DNA test?
Yes.
Nice.
And figure out if there's cellulose. Yeah.
Is it
Hell
people
yeah.
cells or plant cells?
Do we want to take him to the FAC? Or do we want to calmly escort this one? We'll buy him another Jedi lime trick if he goes. Actually, Avery can make him go.
True. Yeah, we could go back to the FAC, and on the way back to the FAC, I want to stop by the trash can outside Tom's place.
We'll say that that's on the way.
Who benefits from making Doppel Tom?
The same person who benefits from making Doppel CCs?
Doppel Cece was like up to nefarious shit. Doppel Tom went to Boba Fett.
It's, I mean, so far.
So far, that's true.
Maybe Doppel Tom's got a bomb inside him.
Maybe they make duplicates and then they brainwash them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Doppel Tom was just too
Maybe
wily.
Doppel Tom is a bomb. Yeah, that's true.
Doppel bomb.
Doppel
So the individual that you guys keep referring to as Doppeltom, are you trying to take him to the FAC?
That's my only idea
Okay.
thus far.
I'm gonna make him undergo genetic testing.
He says, okay, well, that's fine and all, but we should probably do something about the Dio situation.
The Theo
The Theos.
situation.
Yeah, because, you know, I can't prove it, but I think he's the one what did the explosion.
Okay.
Can't prove it.
What would you propose we do, Tom?
Your Tom from before, like, shrugs. He doesn't know what he's talking
I'm
about.
gonna call him Thomas.
The Doppeltom says, we could go to the Rare Fiddler and we could try and snoop around there and we could see what we could do over there. But to the fact first. You're trying to take me, right? Wait, I'll go. I'm not fighting that.
Isn't the Rare Fiddler just a restaurant? Do they just hang out there all the time? Is it a front?
Probably.
It's probably a front.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't think that the hostess that you guys talked to knew it was a front. However many
It
months
was
ago.
her job.
Yeah. Some people just work the front counter.
What are we doing, team?
Our choices are kill them both or not.
We
Certain
can
choices are kill
take them
them?
to the fact to see if they've got the same DNA. We can go by the trash can where Oscar the Tom was born. We can go to the Rare Fiddler on Doppeltom's suggestion. Or we could kill them.
So the fact that we're under zone of truth, though, means that, like, at the very least, Doppeltom believes everything he said about the trash can.
Doppeltom's not in his own truth. He wasn't there whenever I said it all.
But Jeff saw it, or Owen saw it, right?
Yes.
I saw until he came out of the trash can, and there's nothing before that.
So it might just be a normal, like, copy of Tom, but we need to start asking ourselves, why is there a copy of Tom?
Yeah. We don't necessarily need to know how there's a copy of Tom.
Yeah. Or
Did
which
you
one's the
touch
real
other Tom?
Do what? I touched Doppeltom.
Did you?
Oh, you didn't touch.
I had
He touched real Tom at one
I
point.
had touched Tom's body
Yeah,
whenever we went back with from the morgue.
You did touch real Tom at the morgue.
Yes.
Okay. And you saw the explosion?
Yep. And Taco Tuesday.
That's right, that's where we got.
It doesn't have to
Taco
be
Tuesday on
to have
Friday.
tacos.
Shit.
Yep.
Oh, my little heart.
What if the explosion made two Tom?
What?
Let's CC saying that in character. What if the explosion made two Tom?
What if the explosion made two Tom? You're right.
I think that would have had to have been
What
a
do?
bigger explosion than it was,
Right.
but not outside the realm of possibility.
Someone blows up into Tom's. Someone's corpus
Hey,
that they blows
Tom,
up
have you ever
Tom's.
known yourself to divide by budding?
No.
The answer in stereo.
Are you sure you don't?
Yes.
So why are there
You
two
have
Toms?
kids?
Why?
I don't have kids. No. Never met the right woman.
You don't
What
have
is
any
Tom
buds either?
to?
What's that, Allyson?
Yeah, so Tom's always been a distraction, right? He's never been able to give us concrete info on things.
Not of his own
So-
volition.
And then he's not really a liaison to any of these big bad guys, right? He's not a Suzuki agent. He has tenuous ties with the Irish mafia.
Right.
So,
Old guard and new guard seems to be firmly in
Yeah.
control, particularly after
Most of them are-
explosions too.
Most of them are trying to kill him.
Right.
so I'm just trying to think, why are we being given two Toms, and what does that have to do with the director?
Right.
I
Why
think
would
that's
they
what
make
we'll
another
figure
Tom?
out.
Because
It
Tom's
doesn't
very
matter.
entertaining.
Certainly.
I don't think Alex would do that accent more than he has to.
Oh man, did we ask Tom if he knows anybody who goes by the director?
We didn't ask Doppeltom.
We didn't.
We asked original Tom.
Uh,
We didn't ask extra crispy Tom.
If you did, both Toms would tell you the same, that they don't know anyone by the director.
okay.
But what could we do, not Tom related, to figure out, like, the motives of the director?
Have we heard anything back from the director ever?
Just the weird fan email to Avery, I think was the last correspondence.
Doppeltom's got Tom's phone. We can see, presumably. I'm gonna touch the phone.
Okay.
Oh, somebody had to give the phone to Doppeltom.
Unless it was just in the trash can. I'm
Clever.
gonna. Okay. I'm gonna take that and rewind it back. On that. We'll
Put your thing down.
investigate.
Reverse it.
But it's a phone this time. That's
It's
a
different source,
scene.
different
Okay.
scene. You're good.
That's
6 plus flashes of what was here before
Yeah.
brings you up to 7, which is in the realm.
psychometry.
Yeah.
That's the right things.
Which
Cool.
means that I can give you partial information, but you're still going to get a solid lead. Go ahead and ask your question.
Okay. before, or what does the phone remember of the trash can and immediately before?
The phone remembers while... Okay. You rewind. It was in the trash can. It gets a little bit fuzzy, like the video quality's not the best.
Sure.
But I'm sure if you spin it back and forward a few times, it'll make more sense. So you rewind it a little bit further, and it picks up at the, what do you call the corner store? The shopping center?
Place?
Yeah. At that point, it changes hands. It was in Tom's pocket and gets picked by someone wearing gloves, leather gloves.
Hmm.
And then from there, fast forwarding it again, you see that it is placed on the Tom afterwards by that same individual with the same leather gloves.
And we remember leather gloves from before as far as who planted bombs, right?
Yep.
Same gloves?
Same gloves.
Suzuki wears gloves.
They're different
But they are
gloves.
different from Suzuki's gloves.
They're different
Okay.
from the gloves that we've seen Suzuki wearing.
Correct.
Certainly.
They're on gloves.
So whoever's doing the bomb, the director, is connected to this Tom. So I think we should stop interrogating this Tom and figure out
That's fair. Can Patrick hack the
the
phone?
director. And try.
I don't know what to do with it.
But then you're gonna make me ask questions, and I never know what questions to ask. I
Who's
still
the
have a
director?
question.
The phone doesn't know.
Tell us. Tell us.
This phone?
Does Theo have any ties to this phone?
I mean, you could try to make shit up. Like, did the phone record the front-facing camera?
Nice.
Yeah.
Who does the phone work for?
Tell us!
Oh.
Tell us what you know, phone!
Hold the phone underwater.
Well, maybe we could track who bought the phone, right? If you get the eye in
This
the
is
eye.
Tom's phone.
It's definitely Tom's phone.
Tom's
Okay.
phone. Like,
So
But
I'll
someone else.
relay that to the team. So it was like, it was picked off of Tom
Yes,
prior
you've
to
got
Tom
your normal
blowing up.
Tom. It was picked by the gloved figure. The gloved figure put it on Topple Tom.
And as far as I know, they are the same glove.
Well, hacking it
that
won't
put the
do any
bomb.
good.
unless, like, yeah, perfect. You could just make that up. It's a game.
Yeah, but Alex isn't just gonna tell us. I might as well ask who's the director.
Do it.
Well, I mean,
Who's the director?
You just need more than one question.
he has a vested interest in trying to finish this as well.
Yeah,
It's true.
it's true.
Yeah.
True.
Oh. Well, we're gonna do it then. I want to.
It's up to you. You're
Well, I
hacker.
don't even need to hack the phone because we have Tom who can open it up and look at the videos and record, see if anything
Maybe there's
recorded,
secret
right?
hidden ways of hacking. Okay.
No, if it recorded the front-facing camera, it's in his photo library.
See if it remembers.
Can he
glove.
open the phone and check that for us?
Okay, so you're having Tom open his phone, and what is he looking for?
You know what? Oh, there's no Face ID in 2014, right?
No, I know, right? That's where I went.
You know what? Oh,
I have Tom's face.
who opened?
Okay, yeah, so we're gonna ask Tom to unlock his phone, and we want to see if anything from the front-facing camera recorded to see who put the phone in the pocket of Doppel Tom.
Okay, go ahead and make your investigate roll, and we're going to catbox the phone, and if it's a good roll, then his phone has pertinent information, and if it's not, then it doesn't.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, I don't really have
Carry
anything.
on.
My
Maybe hack it.
laptop's. I'm not hacking it. He's
Oh,
unlocking
shit.
it for me.
Yeah.
I don't have any power tags that help.
Just plug into it with your laptop after he's unlocked it. That's fine.
You can use
You
your
have
laptop.
your laptop.
To view all the files.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use your laptop to create the hard drive. Middle.
Middle of the road.
6.
What'd you get?
8.
8 is good. 8's between a 7 and a 9. Okay.
Nice.
At the moment that the phone was pickpocketed,
Mhm.
the pickpocket clumsily pressed the camera button on the side of the phone
Good.
unknowingly.
Ooh.
You get a sort of halfway decent picture of who is on the phone. Trying to figure out the best way to say.
Do we know them?
You get the feeling that you know whoever it is, but you can't just look at it and know and say who it is. The first thing that strikes you as odd is that the face is feminine. Not that women can't be bombers.
Women can't have faces.
Or have faces. And they have blonde, sort of professionally cut hair.
Oh no.
Oh my god, is it Cece?
It's Sarah.
Ah!
The double.
Sarah
I was
Summers.
thinking
Sarah
it was
Summers.
Celestine.
Who has blonde
Celestine's Hispanic. For what it's
She has
worth.
blonde hair.
She's not have blonde hair.
She could.
She could.
Dye her hair.
I mean, nowadays anyone can have any color hair.
She could have purple hair.
It is naturally blonde hair.
Oh, okay.
From what you
Okay,
can tell.
naturally blonde hair that we can tell.
Alice?
It's not Alice. Alice is black. And also doesn't
Sorry,
have blonde hair.
She wears a hat.
Well, do you have blonde hair?
I don't know.
Check on
I
your
don't
character.
know. I'm bald.
I know.
Oh, that's in D&D where you write it down.
Yeah.
What color hair does Cece have?
I always pictured her as having brown hair, but she definitely has bangs.
She
Okay.
does definitely have bangs. I've seen the picture you drew of her.
Is that not professionally cut?
Depends on
Okay.
So is it any of us?
Or Emma? What
It's
does
not
Emma
any
look
of you.
like?
No,
And it's
Emma's
not
Asian.
Emma.
Emma's Japanese.
Emma's
Okay.
Japanese.
Probably doesn't have
Is
blonde
it
hair.
your sister?
It could be my sister.
What color
I
hair
guess
does your
it could
sister
be,
have?
but I feel like you'd recognize her.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Okay.
It's not who?
Sarah Summers.
Might be Sarah Summers.
Why isn't it?
It could be Sarah
I'm
Summers.
asking. Is it Sarah Summers? She would have a professional haircut. She's
Would
on
we
the
recognize
news.
Sarah Summers if we saw her?
I guess
Does-
you would. Yeah.
I totally
Corinne
would.
Brody would.
Can I look at it?
To the best of Corinne Brody's knowledge, that does appear to be Sarah Summers.
Shit! Shit! It's not Paul!
Oh my god, guys, it's Sarah Summers!
You burned her too bad. Now she's evil.
She's
No, she's
evil the
burning
whole
you.
time.
Oh shit, doesn't Avery still have her phone?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does.
Oh shit.
We can't get a hold of
We
her.
probably don't.
Okay,
I don't know
hold
if we
up.
want that.
She was also the first one to respond to the bomb. She said she got a tip.
That's true.
Right? It's
Could it
easy
be
to
Uh,
get a tip when you're your source.
Oh god.
Yeah,
think
so
the
just a
cameraman's
quick
on
question.
it? I
Yes.
think he's...
Quick dumb question. Is there a mailbox on Sarah's phone that's just named the director?
No. Unfortunately
Okay.
not.
Damn.
She's not that dense.
Hack both of their phones. Hack them together. Is that how
Double hack.
Right? But that could be something like if
That-
she
where you
used
had
her
it
phone
on?
to send any of those emails, that
Oh,
could be
yeah.
in her history or
No, that was a good search.
anything.
You've got more data to go on now if you're trying to investigate. You do still have the phone if you wanted to look through it.
Okay, so we know it's Sarah Summers. We should go find her and test her fingerprints for bomb residue.
Or her glove prints.
Or her?
Or her body.
Hurt her?
Sure we can.
We have a
No.
lot of ways
We
to
can
hurt
do
her if we wanted to.
I
Presumably,
can't do
but
anything.
she can make clones.
Oh yeah, I can
I don't know.
scroll later.
Right? Here's the thing. Having like one mostly clear picture of Sarah Summers taking Tom's phone out of his pocket on his phone is like definitely not enough actual evidence to like arrest her for planting bombs and stuff.
Well, that's
No,
not
but
fair.
we gotta go
Magic
find
is
the glove.
Circumstantial. Let's
You could take her to court.
missed course.
Ooh, we can pull an OJ and
So
see if the
there's-
glove fit.
Ooh.
We don't have the glove.
We don't have the glove.
Yeah, but we can go to her place and look for it.
It's true.
But we have
You can
have
sneak into her
probable
apartment.
cause to have a warrant.
You
No, we
do.
don't. We have never operated under the law.
You do.
Yeah, no.
We're the
Don't
OCC.
start now.
We're our own law.
I'm gonna call Chief
Yep.
Davies.
You
Corinne
She's
can
on
stay
the
behind.
Davies.
The only
We
thing
don't know.
going rogue.
Avery and Patrick are going rogue.
Okay. So what's happening?
What's happening?
We're gonna go to Sarah Summers' house, apartment, whatever.
Okay.
Is there any
Yeah,
other
we're gonna let
information you want
them-
off the phone that you can think of that we can get?
Oh, Tom phone?
The,
No. Sarah's phone that Avery took from Sarah.
There's that one, and then
Sarah's
there's
phone,
the
yeah.
rest of
Well-
Tom's phone.
We have it, so we can look at it later.
I'm
Is there
sorry.
anything that we
I didn't know you were
now
talking.
that might help us? Our-
I mean, could we get her
Yeah, get our calendar.
GPS location and watch her walk around to plant the bomb?
I mean, we have
Yeah.
our phones. so
No. Like, she had her phone when she planted the bomb.
Oh, okay.
And so you could see, at the very least, you could see what cell towers it pinged off.
Yeah.
Or you can see, or you could see if it tracked any, like, step or,
If she's
Also,
got a Google Maps home location, or
just
yeah,
one more
always on.
wrench in the machine.
Thought it was weird
We
that
have
she posted
doppelganger.
The news bulletin.
So-
No one knows how to do that. Sarah's the.
okay. So if you guys were to look at the phone, it would have a home location listed in the
Right.
residential area up
Nice.
from downtown. Uptown.
Sure.
She lives where people live. Hey, buddy.
Is
Shoot.
is the trash can
Nah.
outside Tom's place on the way
Absolutely.
to Sarah's place?
Definitely.
Okay.
However you want that. I just want to know what you want with the trash can.
I just want to look at it.
Okay.
I just want to see if there's any evidence inside it.
This
if
is
maybe
where you
it's
were
a
born, Tom.
Tunnel to a underground lab. It's the exit to a secret underground lab.
Amazing.
Okay. So when you go there, it is not an entrance to a secret underground lab.
We lifted
It is
Is
to
there
make
any
sure.
gloves in the trash?
There are no gloves in the trash can.
Is Sarah
It is
Summers in
largely
the alleyway
unlockable.
with
She is not.
Is there any blonde hair in the trash? can?
Probably.
Are you sure it's not the entrance to a secret?
Positive it's not the entrance to a secret lair.
Nice.
Alright, fine.
I've investigated these.
Okay.
We should buy tacos while we're here.
Yep.
You
So
could.
are we at her house?
Get Tom some tacos.
We're at Tom's home.
They wanted
This
to
is
look
on
at
the
the
way.
trash can. It was just a stop.
Oh, okay.
Corinne
Team
got
trash
car
can.
ran at it. Shook
We're
the
team
trash
Sarah.
can and ran off.
Is there a word for upscale apartments?
Lofts.
Lofts. Okay. That's where she lives, is in a loft in Uptown.
Sarah,
Uptown,
girl.
Los Louisiattle.
Uptown Los Louisiattle.
Uptown girl.
If you look, so they've got a listing on the. There's a mailbox out towards the street. If you looked at it, and the sun is starting to come out now. It's like 5 or 6.
Nice.
Dude, we're heckin' investigating.
Yeah, right. You can see that there is a listing for which apartment belongs to S. Summers.
Nice.
Hers has the lights on.
Is that a Summers with a U or with an O?
You,
Like Scott.
like Scott.
Or Mark?
Yep. You know, the third Summers.
Not Alex, not
Not
Scott.
Hope, not. Do we have a third brother?
I think no, that's their dad.
Who's
I'm
the
thinking
Mark
of.
Summers was the host of like every Nickelodeon show.
Oh
ever.
yeah, from
Okay.
Wild and no.
Probably.
Anyway, so you guys have the apartment
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
that you can get into.
Sarah Loft upscale.
Yeah, she's on the second floor. It's all of you assembled. Avengers are assembled. What's the game plan?
Okay, for the sake of argument, I'm going to say that I have previously contacted Captain Davies to let him know what's going on.
Okay, he is aware of the situation.
He okays your investigation of the bomber's house.
I'm not going to get fired for this.
You're not.
What floor does Sarah Summers
Second
live on?
floor of 2.
I can pick locks.
Can we get in her hallway? Or is
Sure.
Is it an inside entrance or an outside entrance?
There's a front door that lets you into the areas. You'd go up the stairs, and then her room would be on the left.
Otto, do you want to go in through the window, or do you want me to open the door? Also, do you think it'll blow up if I open the door?
Where are the toms?
Window.
Who knows?
In the car with Corinne.
Okay. That works.
She's waiting outside so she doesn't get
Backup.
your backup. Corinne and the toms.
Yeah. See,
Would
if
you
somebody screams for help, then I can go in.
There you go. Do you smell gas? I smell gas. We have to investigate.
So what's the plan of attack?
I don't know. I asked the question of Otto if he wanted to go in through the window or if he wanted me to open the door.
Window.
Window.
Okay. Are you just gonna crash through?
Yeah.
You're gonna jimmy the window open?
Just gonna fly straight into it.
Well, I would prefer jimmying the window open, if that's an option.
Sure.
Do I have to...
Drag Owen up? Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, okay, that's
Team O's.
that is doable.
Ottoan.
Alright. I'm on.
Okay.
So we fly up there and I have to lock.
Yeah.
Lock-picking tools, steady hands. That's probably it.
Are you sneaking, or are you just trying to bust in? You're sneaking, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ideally, we want to do this stealthily, I guess, so that's the way that we're doing it. That is 7 plus 2, that's 9.
Okay, nice. So you can only ferry one of them up at a time. Are you just taking him? He gets the window open. The window's kind of small. He can fit through, but you'd have to do them one at a time, and you'd all be going into her bathroom.
Neat.
All going into where?
Her bathroom.
Oh. Perfect.
I'm gonna grab her toilet seat lid for old time's sake.
Okay.
Makes me feel comfortable.
I mean, that seems like, nice spot to launch the surprise attack.
Okay.
I'll carry people up one at a time.
So you're bringing everyone up? Except for the Toms who are in the car with Corinne?
Everyone who wants to go. I mean, I understand Tom and Corinne going.
Tom.
Right.
Why do we have to go into the bathroom window?
Do what?
Like, is there any other way to get into the house?
Presumably
Because of the
the
Beatles?
front door.
Yeah,
well.
there's the front door.
But Otto chose this route, so I came with.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
This was expedient.
Darn icicles.
I'm glad she didn't pick up the window
Expedient.
to blow.
I think
I'm just thinking of the way we've gotten into every other.
Flashbang.
Are you gonna flashbang?
Well, no. I've always, Avery knocks on the front door, and I sneak in when they open it.
Ah.
I'm good with that.
You could knock on the bathroom door.
Avery's power set is not particularly helpful on Sarah,
Concealed.
other than she's got a gun.
No.
Corinne's having a crisis.
Yeah, if Avery knocks on the door and be like, "Hey, I'm
All my
returning
friends are going
phone."
inside to get
returning your
possibly murdered
phone?
by this person who plants bombs.
Yep.
That
Yeah,
can
everyone
work,
else
and
is-
then I can
Just let
sneak
that
in.
happen.
While everyone else is in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So we've got everyone
It
else in
would
the bathroom.
just- Well, it would distract her, and I want to try to sneak in through the front like I usually do.
Okay. Do you want to pick up at the front door then?
Sure.
Okay. So Avery knocks on the door and says something. You said you're trying to return the phone?
Yep. We got everything we could out of it. We handed it to our tech guy.
Okay. So she comes to the door. She sees you. She hears you talk. She opens up the door. She says, "Hey, sorry, I was just getting ready. You said you got my phone back. Did you find anything out?"
Yeah, we found out a bit of information about the director actually, but I sent him an email. Figured out we'll get something back out of that. Yeah. Have you gotten any tips on your end yet?
No. It's been like radio silence on my end. I haven't heard anything from this director character. You guys work so fast. Yeah, I didn't expect to get my phone back in such a hurry.
We're pretty good at what we do. We got a crack hacker that we work with.
I'm really impressed.
Is the door open enough that I can sneak by her and get in?
Absolutely.
Alright. So we'll use my invisibility power tag and make a stealth roll. Right?
Yep.
I never
Sneaking
remember
around.
what the rolls are. Sneaking around, there we go. Why does this always happen? Well, I rolled a 3. And so +1 is a 4.
Nice. Excellent. You totally invisibly sneak through the front door.
Okay.
So, does
And knock over her cat.
Do what? What are you asking, Joe?
Did they ever notice anything going wrong?
I mean, her glamour drops the moment that she gets past Sarah.
Okay. No, his. My glamour drops. Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Patrick's.
Sarah it gets kind of weirded out. Is Avery reacting in any way?
Did Sarah see it?
No. I think
Okay.
like if the glimmer drops, then she just like tries to keep on the conversation.
Okay. Go for it.
So if you looked into the other bomb sites, I mean, crazy, right? And just
Yeah, no, that is kind of odd. We haven't had anything like this. If you give me just a second, I gotta go finish getting ready for work.
Like that. Good. Yeah.
hey,
Avery's trying to distract her. Do it.
Avery's not.
I know she's Shayna from the office. Or from Parks and Rec.
Mhm.
Shauna Mole tweet.
Oh. So do you want to go get some boba or something like that? I think it'd be fun. We could catch up and we could dish about all the different stories. I think I have some really good information that you might like about the super secret stuff that I'm on.
Oh yeah, just give me a second. I'm gonna grab my keys and my shoes, and I'll come on out.
You know what? Don't worry about it. We can just head out. I can drive.
At this point, she realizes that something must be up and glances behind her to see Patrick inside. And she says, "Wow, you guys really do move fast. I wasn't expecting anything this soon."
Oh no.
Oh, God.
So at this point, I think I've pulled out a gun.
Okay.
And a cell phone.
It's like the situation.
I don't know if she's turned around yet. I'm
Always
just
escalates.
saying I have the gun out.
Okay, so you've got the gun out. She holds her hands up. She locks her fingers behind her head.
We don't know where the cameraman is. Do you think he's?
I've never done anything like this before. Is she?
Even as a journalist?
Yeah, she in Los Louisiattle, but she
Oh,
kneels
okay,
down
so-
on the floor with her hands still behind her head.
Maybe she's a masochist.
The front of her house, is it an entryway, or did the door open into the kitchen? Or
I guess it'd open into a living room.
Looks at door.
Yeah.
Sees
Does she have
living
a
Sees
room.
living
fireplace?
room. What are you asking?
Does she have a fireplace?
Can you have a fireplace on a second floor? If so, then sure.
Okay. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something heavy that I could smack her on the head with to knock her out.
Okay.
A poker would do that.
It's
can
better
grab
than
a
a
poker.
gun.
Fireplace shovel.
Okay.
You just have to. Oh, do the shovel. It's probably easier to hit her and not stab her.
Yeah.
And Patrick's not that athletic, so he has allergies. Probably
fair.
asthma.
Okay, so you're gonna grab the shovel, or are you gonna hit him with all you've got? Or part of
Because
it?
I'm sure her attention is fully on Avery with the gun right now.
Absolutely. And she's, just sitting there, kneeling down with her hands behind her head.
Neat.
Yeah.
So
He's just gonna bop her on the head with the shovel.
Okay.
Popper. Patrick Pops.
Yeah, so you bop, and at that moment, she sort of kersplats into, we'll just say, a sort of green goop.
Oh no.
And Corinne, you're treated with the lovely sight of the black shirt Tom gooping in your car.
Oh no!
Sarah Goops.
Doing what?
Turns to goop.
Gooping? Turn to goop?
Yep, you just kind of splat on the thing.
Double time.
Gross.
Floor. That's the word.
What?
Well, good. Patrick used the right moment for violence.
Nice. Nailed it.
We solved it, guys.
You did.
Holy shit.
The bomber's
Which
goop
Tom?
now.
Which Tom was fake?
The black shirt Tom.
The Tom we
Double
always knew
Tom.
was fake.
Yeah, Doppel Tom.
The
We should've
Boba Fett
shot
Tom? Oh
Yep.
my god.
We should have shot him in the Boba Fett.
I thought that you guys would talk to her more before you did something to her. So that's also fine.
I thought we
So does that mean Sarah
Patrick's
Summers
like
is also
real
fake?
concerned about his invisibility not working lately.
That means that there must have been a Sarah Summers for them to have made a copy of
Sure.
Sarah, but
That
it's been the
Sarah
same
Summers
Sarah has
copy.
been doing all of this stuff, and she's
Oh,
got the same.
But where's the real
excitement from
Sarah?
the email.
Right.
crazy spooky.
So yeah, that's the end of season 1.
Oh,
Splat.
cliffhanger.
So yeah,
Someone out there
Patrick's
making
the winner.
doppelgangers.
Making doppelgoopers.
you killed the boss. You did.
Doppelgangers.
Who would have thought? Well, me.
Doppelgangers.
So yeah,
Nice.
I haven't done much figuring for season 2, and you guys blew up the like 2 of the 3 plans that I made. So good work.
What?
Happy end of first
What
season.
did we blow up?
Oh, you not like actually blew up,
Right.
but I thought that you guys had messed with Baylor, which was a distraction. You guys figured that out. Excellent work, or Baylor. Excuse me.
What was
Theo
the
Ray.
distraction?
Oh, okay. Stink eye.
Stink Eye. So you guys, I thought were going to go there and be distracted. You weren't. Because I think Allyson, or at least Team LA, figured out that someone was like, yeah, every time we see Tom, he doesn't tell us anything. I'm pretty sure he's a distraction.
Yeah.
You guys didn't
Why
mess
are we
with
Team
Suzuki.
LA?
Do what?
Why are we Team LA?
Because you
You're not
are
in LA, are
closest
you?
to LA.
You're in
Yeah.
California.
No, we live
Yeah.
in near San Francisco.
That's
Team
You're closer
SF.
to LA than any of the rest of us are.
I'm not in LA, so I'm not Team LA.
Alex, it doesn't matter. It's just all California.
It's one big
Yeah.
Californian mass.
We're not like those
For
LA
now.
people.
Yeah, the Orange County
No.
stuff.
Stay
Nothing.
in there, and if any of you leave, tell them to come back.
So yeah, we'll geek for a second, and I'll need help because like I haven't written season 2 yet.
That's fair.
My goals for season 2 are to enforce more of the
Season
rules, try and invoke more of the weakness tags, and pay more attention to you guys' cracks and fates.
Nice.
That's going to be my
Yeah.
my effort, is to stay on top of that. But I also haven't written anything for the next season. I had like a handful of ideas, but I don't have anything. So what are you guys hoping to
I
see?
think- I think making us like, isn't there a thing about if you use your power tag too much, you can lose it?
You could lose it
Burning.
permanently, or you could at least they call it burning a power tag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think making us do that would be better because then we can't just use the same tricks over and over.
Right.
Yeah. And yeah, even in the last episode, I tried to start using the weakness tags more because like that's actual character progression we can get.
I do really like that part of City of Mist, where invoking
Yeah.
weakness tags allows you to add on new powers or new facets or whatever. And it's also more
Yeah.
interesting from a drama standpoint.
Does that mark attention? Is
Excuse
that
me.
what it does? Weakness saves?
And
Invoking
fading
the
and
weakness tag
cracking, I
marks attention.
don't know that we ever did anything with that.
Yeah, no.
Say again?
Fading and cranking.
Fade, cracks.
I think someone got a fade or a crack once and then
I
healed
did.
it.
I got a fade
Yeah.
a fade
Uh,
on my cat's thing.
Oh yeah, because you tried to see beyond. You
Yeah.
tried to go beyond plus ultra style.
Yeah.
And,
But no, it was good.
Good.
I would like to move more towards like the idea that Patrick is a leprechaun.
Okay.
And like that's where his powers come from. And I know like you can kind of trade the mythos, the logos for the mythos, and
Right.
like progress that way, right? Like
Then-
yeah, I think that's where I see Patrick going somehow.
When
Yeah,
does that
and
shift come over?
So you know how you have 4 theme tags?
Yeah.
3 of them are logos, 1 of them is mythos.
Right.
In becoming like the main goal of in City of Mist, whatever spirit you're channeling is trying to channel itself through you, and your identities will crack as your myth takes over. So you've got your friend,
right,
Tina, and that's one of your cards, right? She could die, or you could just lose your relationship with her. Maybe you stop going to your AA meetings or something like that. That will go away, and then your myth will take over and replace that facet of your life.
Okay.
Which is what I'll try and get Patrick on that fast track. I'll try and get everyone on that fast track.
Yeah, specifically, I think his personality tag is changing because of his interactions with the group.
I would believe that.
Character development.
Yeah.
You've been going around and going out, being outgoing. You went out with friends for guy night. You went to the club.
And like literally the definition on that one is life can be lived alone was the previous belief.
And now you're making friends. You're challenging that belief.
Yep.
Yeah. I think in that same vein, I think Avery needs to go a little more crazy, so I'm going to try to break some of her existing stuff to make her more mythos.
Okay. I'll try and write more things that push you to have more cracks in your, what do you call them? Logos themes.
Yeah.
Anything you guys want to see more or less of?
Tom. More Tom.
Whales.
We got so much Tom.
Answers.
You got way more Tom.
We did get so much Tom. It was great. We all
Everyone
got to
got
do
to be
our
Tom.
impressions.
Good.
It was so good.
I'm the only one who didn't have to be offensive and try and do impressions.
Do you want to take a stab at it?
To Tom.
No? Okay.
Such a difficult character.
The
I
other
was sitting
person
in-
green.
Yeah, I was sitting in the other room just like laughing and kept waking up the baby.
I'm
But
so sorry.
Sorry about that.
it's okay. It was good. I like the shiver me timbers.
Shiver me timbers.
Yar.
Yar, they be letting anyone in here. Yeah. That was Joe. It's really good. I had a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the next season. I think it'll be a little bit more freeform, a little bit more collaborative. So I'm excited. But yeah.
Cool.
Real
Okay.
good. I dig it.
That's good.
And anything else anyone wanted to say? All right, I'm going to throw the kibosh on the stream.
Oh,
Bye.
goodbye.
Goodbye, the internet.
See you when it's convenient, dude.